All right, we are coming to you here on August 5th, 2023, the JMB Sports Podcast. John Giordano, Brandon Schwartz. As we hit the dog days of August, baseball is in not a great situation here in New York, John.
Yes.
Not what we were hoping for. You know, trade deadline just passed.
Yep.
So talk about your Mets. Big trades. You lose Verlander and Scherzer.
Yep.
How
Very
does
depressing.
how are you feeling about that?
Even though I hate to see them go, I do like who we got for them. The biggest piece is by far Luis Angel Acuna. You know who his brother is, right?
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Si, senor. He's apparently supposed to be a really high up there prospect.
Right.
And Ronald apparently said he's more developed at this age than he was. If you want to think of it that way.
Yeah,
I'm kind of happy they got rid of the old guys, though. We need to get young here.
I agree with you.
And we stole the Astros' number one and number four prospects in the Verlander deal.
Right.
That could be good.
Better. Yep. Yep. So, do you think the Mets have a chance of making at least the wild card spot here?
Based on the last couple days? No.
Yeah, it looks like, as people say, hope Met fans have a football team to root for because it doesn't look like they'll have anything to look forward to in October.
Because they're sinking ship. Don't you know that?
Yes.
I think they've hit the iceberg and started to sink at this point.
Yeah, no, the season's heading in the books for them. It doesn't look like anything is going to happen in terms of postseason baseball. But you know what? They're trying to rebuild. They're trying to rebuild, but you know their
The
plan
problem
didn't
is,
work out. Their plan didn't work out.
Steve said he wants to win a title in the first 3 to 5 years of his ownership. This is already year three.
Yep,
And he has all the money in the world. He could go buy pitching next year.
exactly,
Then
exactly.
think about it. Even though Verlander's not and Scherzer are both off the team, they're paying both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie's off the books this year.
You're right.
So right now, their only reliable starting pitchers for next year are Quintana and Senga.
Exactly. And Senga, I think Senga is going to be very. He's going to be really well. He's going to do well. I think I have. I like him.
I actually want to look who's the free agent next year, starting pitchers. I know Julio Urias from the Dodgers is a free agent. Who they like?
Tony's wife.
Yes. Trying to find it. Obviously, the big headliner in this year's what's it called, free agency class is Shohei Otani.
Right.
I think Billy Epler will try his best to get him to come here since he was a GM that got him to come to America.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's probably a big regret now, going to the Angels over like the Yankees, right?
Right.
Trying to find the list of starting pitchers right now. You have a lot of good ones. You have Bieber, Bueller, Corbin Burns, Garrett Cole can opt out.
Yep.
Making sure this is the right list. Actually, no, this is for after next year. But I think this is going to be a quick rebuild this offseason. They're going to be right back in contention next year.
Right.
One thing I don't get why Ryan Mauricio is not up yet.
No one knows, man. Mets just have a lot of question marks, and so do the Yankees.
I mean, why are you putting Danny Mendick in left field? Even though it was against the Royals. Why are you putting a guy who's played like 4 career games in the outfield? In the outfield.
It's nuts. It's just the Mets just have a lot of work to do.
On a different story, meet my new friend.
There she is.
Francisco Lindor holding a Corona.
Right.
We have really become a mess in Queens.
Oh yeah, but it ain't much better in the Bronx. So the Yankees, on the other hand, are just a mess. I mean, they won a couple of games. They beat the Astros in the opening game, but they lost last night,
In last place.
and they just the Yankees also their hopes of getting a playoff spot in October are getting slimmer and slimmer by the day.
Yes.
And the problem is, and I've noticed this with this lineup, is there's too many right-handed batters. There's
Yep.
not Billy McKinney, left-handed. That's in Rizzo, but Rizzo's out right now. Why this team, who has been built throughout the years on left-handed hitters, how do you not have more left-handed batters in your lineup? They're not. They're built for left-handed batters, and you take advantage of that short porch in right field. Why are there no left-handers in the lineup?
Yeah.
It's too many right-handers.
I think Rizzo's the bigger mess that he has a concussion apparently going back all the way to May.
Yeah, he's been struggling, and maybe that's why he has been struggling. Who knows?
But it's August 5th. How are you saying you're having issues from a concussion from Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah,
I get it that Tatis hit him in the head when he went back into first base, but how do you say that's still an issue all these months later?
right.
Speaking of the games with the Astros, we know how much they love Jose Altuve in New York, correct?
Oh yes, especially. I mean, our good friend who is not with the Yankees anymore, Aroldis Chapman, loves Altuve.
Yep. How about here's the reaction to the fans at the start of the game last night?
Second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
We know how much you guys love him.
Yes, he's just a fan favorite in New York, and our good friend Tony loves him.
And as you know, I've been heckling players all year.
Yes.
And I saved my best material for last night.
Mm-hmm.
I was yelling, you stole MVP. Give him the judge strike zone.
But the Yankees and the Mets just both a mess right now. Both a mess.
Yes,
Both a
and
mess.
Severino, he has to go, I think, for you guys.
Yeah, he's looked pretty bad. I mean, what is he, 2-5? He's got like a 7 point something ERA.
He looked terrible last night.
Yeah, he's got I mean, I think this. You see, I feel like A big part of the issue the Yankees are struggling is the new changes to the pitch clock, to the not the pitch clock, the pitch clock. I feel like they're trying to get adjusted to that, and
Yeah.
maybe they're not used to it yet. So maybe that's why they're you know they're struggling. But I think
Severino just hasn't been the same since he had Tommy John surgery.
I agree. I agree. He hasn't looked the same. He's not 2017 Luis Severino.
Yeah, like last night, that first inning home run off the bat, I told Emily and Tui, that's gone. Like it just sounded like it was gone.
Yeah. 2E.
But if you really think about it, both our lineups don't look like a team that should be competing.
Right. And even let's be honest, if they both made the playoffs, it wouldn't be a long playoffs. They would be one and done.
Yeah. Like look at both their lineups from last night. So for the Mets, you had Nimmo leading off, Alvarez, Lindor, Alonso, McNeil. Starling Marte finally came back. Brett Beatty, Mark Vientos, and Rafael Ortega. Like, that's a little better than what they were putting up against the Royals.
Mm-hmm.
But that's embarrassing.
Right.
And they keep putting Danny Mendick in left field. Why is Danny Mendick playing left field for the Mets?
Because he's Tony's wife.
Yes.
It's crazy. I mean, they just don't have any pop to them.
And now let's look at the Yankee lineup from last night. You know, Nestor Cortez is back today.
Oh, that could help.
And they're facing your best friend, Justin Verlander,
Huh.
in his return to the Astros after the Mets dumped him.
Yep.
Well, you have to remember, he faced the Yankees twice as a Met, and he dominated them both times.
Mm-hmm.
So here's your Yankee lineup last night. It doesn't look that threatening. You have IKF leading off because you gave Judge the night off. Bowers, Banks.
How do you give Judge the night off in a game against the Astros in a game that they have to try and win because of trying to get closer to a playoff spot?
Then you have Bowers, Banks second, Torres third, Stanton fourth, McKinney, LeMahieu, Bader, Volpe, Higashioka.
Oh my god, that lineup is just that sounds like a god awful lineup.
It sounds like a lineup that could be in Tampa in February and March.
Yeah.
You ready for your lineup today?
Mm-hmm.
Leading off is Bowers at first base. Second is Judge in right field. Torres, Stanton, LeMahieu, Kiner-Falefa, Bader, Volpe, and that other catcher, not Higashioka. However you say his last name.
Oh, Robles that?
Rovette or something?
Yeah.
And now looking back at that deal that they got rid of Gio and Sanchez, it looked even worse with Donaldson not playing.
Oh yeah, it really does. I agree.
Even though I don't think Gio or Sanchez are in Minnesota anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw Gary's tearing it up in San Diego.
Gary Sanchez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played like 3 games for the Mets this year.
Yeah, I think Gary will do well in San Diego.
Well, they needed a catcher. You have to remember that.
Yeah.
He is a San Diego Padre.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's trying to follow in Judge's footsteps. He's wearing number 99.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Number 99.
Let's see how his numbers look this year. Probably better than what you guys are running out there.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Sanchez. And remember, I met him
He did.
years ago. He is in 173 at-bats, .214 average, 14 home runs, 36 RBIs.
Not bad.
Still better than probably what Higashioka and the other guy are putting up.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're not even close to that amount of home runs.
Hmm.
Even before Trevino got hurt.
Yeah.
I need therapy watching the Mets right now.
Yeah.
Probably you too with the Yankees, right?
Yeah. So bottom line is both our teams are not doing well. We have nothing to look forward to. So
Yep. We can look forward to booing people when they come to Yankee Stadium and Save Field.
mhm.
Interesting little thing I'm going to next week with Emily, by the way. We have the FDNY against NYPD charity baseball game.
Oh yeah, you going to that?
Yep, we bought tickets yesterday. Next Thursday night at Save Field.
Nice.
She wanted to go. So we bought tickets, $20. We're sitting behind what's the Mets dugout.
Nice.
Hopefully they actually hit the ball unlike the Mets
Mhm.
and the Yankees.
Yep.
At least last night was slightly better than the last time I saw the Yankees play the Astros.
Yeah. Just can't wait for football season, man. We need something else to watch because this baseball is just getting nowhere.
Yep. So since we're in football, did you watch the Hall of Fame game the other night?
I turned on a couple of minutes. Nothing exciting, but
I think that's the most boring game of the preseason to watch. You don't have any of the actual good players in the game.
yeah, it really starts next week.
Like, I think Zach Wilson was the only notable player on either side playing.
Yeah, well, at least Wilson got some time playing, because
Well, you know he's not going to play.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. If he's gonna play, it's gonna be now,
Yeah.
So.
I can't even tell you half these people who played for the Jets the other night. Besides their kicker, Zerloin.
Yeah.
Zerloin, Zach Wilson. Here's someone I actually saw make his Jet debut, Chris Strevler.
Hmm.
And you probably wouldn't even know anyone that played for the Browns.
No.
There's even some guy with your last name,
Schwartz?
Anthony Schwartz.
Huh.
Any relation?
No.
From Brentbrook Pine, Florida.
Oh yeah, that's my third cousin. But we'll be doing the football. We should we're gonna probably do the Football Friday podcast again for this football season where we make our picks. We got some good reviews about that from the last season.
Yep.
And we'll try to get some more guests on Football Friday podcast. We'll try to do some new things as the football season comes around, which is right around the corner.
Yep.
So real preseason games start next week.
Yep.
With the
And we have
Giants
two-
starting against the Lions. And then the Jets already had their first preseason game against the Browns.
Yep.
And then before you know it, John, we are almost a month away from opening kickoff.
And of course, I will be in Seattle week 1 with Emily. Watch the Seahawks take on the Rams at
And that
4:25
is-
Eastern time.
Yep.
And of course, very important, we will be heading to Vegas when the Giants are there in November.
Yep.
Hopefully, they'll be watchable by that point.
Hopefully. I mean, this schedule is outstanding. I mean, they made it a little harder because they were good last year.
Yep.
I mean, good games. Miami, Arizona, Buffalo.
Pretty tough gauntlet to start the year if you look at it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Think about it.
if
Dallas.
you're the Giants, you gotta win against that. You gotta win opening week.
Think about it. You have Dallas week 1, Arizona, but That might be a win because who knows if Kyler will actually be
Yeah.
back and playing by that point.
You got the 49ers on Thursday Night Football.
The Seahawks on Monday night. At Miami, at the Bills, until you play Washington.
Mm-hmm.
The only one they might be able, you can say might be a guaranteed win is Arizona if Kyler Murray's not back.
Yeah.
Gonna see if we have any injury report on him yet. If he's expected to play. Like right out the gate so far. He's on the
Oh, and then you got the Jets and the Giants Sunday, October 29th.
he is on the PUP list. Kyler Murray.
Mm.
Who knows, since he did tear his right ACL late last year.
Mm-hmm.
According to his article, it is likely Cleveland Browns legend Colt McCoy will be making the start week 1.
Yeah.
Crazy. You remember he actually got drafted number 1 or in the top 10 in baseball too?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine he decides he wants to be a two-way player.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see what happens.
The most interesting team I think will be see how the Packers do after what?
Yeah, I
16?
think the Packers are going to be good. It's too. I mean, I think they're going to build on what they have. So I think they. I mean, I think they have a chance of being a competitive team.
I think it'll be interesting to see how Love does. Now
Yeah.
he's taking over full time.
Mm-hmm.
You have no more Rodgers. I was even telling, I think too, it feels like a Brett Favre situation from back in the day.
Yeah.
You have him start for years. You have a rookie ready to take over. Even though I
Mm-hmm.
believe Love's a little further into his career than Rodgers was when he took over.
Right.
I'm actually gonna look how long Rodgers was into his career by the time Favre got traded to the Jets. Let's see. Rodgers took over in 2008, I believe. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
He was he came into the league in 2005, so that was his 4th year.
Yes.
So same time that Love's taking over.
Yeah.
It looks so weird when you see him in a Jets uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we'll see what happens. Though week 1's,
Yeah. Week ones. And this has always been the case. Week ones are always wild.
I don't even know who they're playing.
Who, the Jets?
Packers. We know the Jets are playing the Bills on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
You have a good one. Bears and Packers from Chicago
Yeah.
at 4:25 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see how the league does. No Brady for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's. I mean, you know what? It should be. It's gonna. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be just as good. It's just gonna be just as good. I don't think the leaks. It wasn't last year. It wasn't about him. It was about Mahomes. It
Yeah.
was about Allen. It was about Burrow. But now Burrow is gonna be out for a while.
Yeah.
So
Well, do you know it was Brady's birthday the other day?
yeah.
Also, shout out fan of the show, Kevin Bach. It was his birthday the other day.
Yeah. This has been a great show, John. We haven't done a show in a while, so it's good to be back. We'll do more as we get more deeper into the football season, we'll do more. We'll do the couple more before the season starts, and then before you know it, John, NBA is back with preseason in October,
You
and
know
then
what? It's a must
NHL.
that we do every year.
What?
You know what we must do, like we do every season.
Yeah.
Nick home opener.
Yes. I think the schedule will come out later this month, hopefully. So.
Whatever it is, if we're both around, we must
Yeah.
go.
Yes, and Emily could come if she like.
And whoever you're talking to at the time.
Right. You know me. I try to I talk to a couple here and there, and then if they work, they work. If not.
And of course, your main love is our good friend Antonio.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't seen Tony in a while. Have you? When was the last time you saw Tony?
I don't know.
I think Tony works at the dollar store now.
I thought he was working at Starbucks.
Oh yeah. I don't think he is anymore.
Did he get fired already?
No, he didn't like it.
What's wrong with our friend?
Well, I told him he could do much better.
So
He's a
can
good
you?
man. What?
So can you? You can do better than Olive Garden.
I mean, yeah, but this is what I have for right now. But this has been a great show, John. Well, I hope you enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk more as preseason football gets underway next week.
Yes, and now hopefully the Yankees do not embarrass themselves against Justin Verlander today.
Yes, hopefully the Yankees win today, and we hope that the New York baseball teams will at least make it interesting as we hit the dog days of August and
Yes.
the month of September.
Yes.
John, thank you so much, man. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, bye.
All right.